Look what we got!
What do we do with these?
I've got mine too. Te tiro. We'll have a practice run.
Oh, yes, thank goodness.
Kia ora koutou katoa. Ni hao, talofa lava, ma loelelei, konnichiwa. No mai haere mai koutou to distinguished guests, friends, whānau, and graduands. Welcome to Massey University graduation. For those of you graduating today, well done. You've made it ka rawe. For those supporting our graduates, you've made it also. Found your car park, found your seat. Nice work.
What's he looking at?
Your personal journey to graduation has taken time, dedication, and determination, all of which you've applied throughout your time at Massey. It is something you should be very proud of. A qualification from Massey University is recognised and respected all over the world. Don't just take it from me. Esteemed guests, let me introduce you to Jeremy Corbett.
Well, thanks for having me. Massey's community of graduates, or alumni, as I like to say because I'm Latin, extends to more than 154,000 past students in over 150 countries. Our alumni office will keep you connected with the university after you graduate. They've got news, updates, professional development opportunities and exclusive invitations to networking functions. Visit alumnionline.massey.ac.nz to register. Don't be a stranger.
Sweet. Now some of you might have been here before, so you know what to expect. But for the rest of you, pay close attention and we'll run you through what you need to know. Now for some housekeeping before we start. Please ensure all mobile phones are on silent and your camera flash is turned off for the duration of the ceremony. You don't want to be that person.
My bad. Sorry.
Our team are on hand if you need help at any point during today's ceremony. Wharepaku or toilets are located in the venue's foyer. Head to the closest store and the ushers can direct you. You'll find water, first aid kits and spare masks in the foyer.
In the event of an emergency, please keep calm. Follow the calm directions of the venue and the calm Massey staff and make your calm way towards the exit. Calmly.
Be mindful of those around you, and if you need assistance, our team are there to help. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, we can get into the ceremony formalities. You'll be asked to stand while the official and academic processions enter the room and head to their seats on the stage. I'll take you through that setup later. But first, let's make sure you're dressed correctly and ready to go. If you're receiving a diploma or certificate, you'll be wearing a gown with a stole that sits straight down the front of your gown with the university coat of arms facing out. If you're receiving your postgraduate certificate or diploma, you will have a stole, gown, and are entitled to wear a trencher in recognition of your prior qualification. Bachelors and masters, you will also have a gown, but with a coloured hood and a trencher. Yes, that portai you are holding, it's called a trencher. But don't put it on your head yet. You put that on when you graduate. Remember, you're still a graduand. Your hood goes over your shoulders with the coloured satin against your back. If you're holding a bonnet like I am, you'll be receiving a doctorate, and this isn't your first rodeo. Your hood is all satin with red on the outside and blue on the inside. The red should be facing straight down the front of your gown. We welcome all cultural garments to be worn with pride across the stage. Those with korowai and Pacific cloaks. These are worn over your gown with the hood draped over top. Whakarongo mai, listen up. This is very important photo information. Your hood should be up on your shoulders when crossing the stage and not sliding down around your arms.
Don't worry, we have ushers who will ensure your regalia is sitting correctly and you're looking fabulous just before you cross the stage. And if you realise there's something missing from your regalia set, please let one of the Massey staff know as soon as you can. It's okay, there's still time. Calm.
Let's have a meet your neighbour moment. Turn to your left or right and say hi to your neighbour. Check they've got all their regalia on correctly. Now that we know you look the part, let's talk about the stage. The first two rows are the people running the show. That's the Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellors and the senior leadership team, followed by our council members and college academics who will be calling your names. The rows behind are filled with the people who helped get you here, your lecturers, tutors and supervisors. Our venues are also equipped with hearing loops. Okay, it's time to walk the walk. When it's your turn to cross the stage, your full name will be called. It's really important you're in the right seat. The seat number on your ticket and your seat allocation is the order in which you'll be called to cross the stage. Now's your chance to check you're in the right seat. Once you know you're in the right seat, let's get ready for your call. Bachelors and Masters, hold your trencher in your left hand and not your right. You'll need that one to shake the Chancellor's hand later. When your name is called, leave everything else on your seats. Unless you're getting your PhD, in which case you'll be joining the academics on the stage. Walk, don't run, towards the Chancellor who is poised to shake your hand. The Chancellor has to shake a lot of hands today, so take it easy on them. If you don't wish to shake hands, please walk towards the Chancellor with your right hand on your left shoulder. When you reach the Chancellor, they'll doff you with a special doffing cap. Smile! Your official photograph will be taken. Take your time crossing the stage. This is a happy moment, your happy moment. All those late nights, stress deadlines, group assignments, they're all behind you. You can now put your trencher on. You are no longer a graduate. Nope. You have officially graduated.
Oh my gosh. I'm so proud.
Before you leave the stage, you'll be handed your qualification, your tohu. Embrace your well-deserved cheering and applause. Then head back to your seat to return the favour for your friends. Last but not least, to your friends, whānau, ainga and family who have supported you through this journey. It's your moment too. When your graduand crosses the stage, stand up, cheer and applaud. We encourage you to waiata, haka, pese and honour your graduate. Let's all celebrate together, make some noise. Once again, congratulations. Today is a celebration of your academic success. We hope today you feel an enormous sense of pride and satisfaction in what you've achieved, and excitement for your future aspirations.
E tū ki tō kei o te waka, kia pākia koe e ngā ngaru o te wā. Stand at the stern of the waka and feel the spray of the future biting at your face.
Tēnā koutou katoa. He mihi tino mahana. Warm greetings to you all gathered here today. I declare this congregation to be in session. Please remain standing and join with us in singing the University Waiata. Please be seated. Tēnā tātou, tēnā tātou katoa. Ka tangi tonu ki ngā mate o te wā, haere koutou e moi. Kia tātou te hunga ora e pai nei, tēnā tātou katoa. Rangatani ki Manawatū, te mana o tēnei whenua, tēnā koutou. Ki ngā whānau a ngā akonga kua tai tawhiti mai, kua tai tata mai, tēnā hoki koutou. Nau mai, ki tukunenga ki Puhiaroa, ki Turatia, ki tēnei whaka pōtaitanga, hei whaka nui I ngā akonga. Kia koutou a ngā akonga. Kua tutuki, kua ea, ka pai. A kate, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. So I've just extended greetings to everybody here. I've acknowledged Rangatani as the mano whenua, acknowledged those who have recently passed, acknowledged the graduands and supporters, and welcoming you to this ceremony. So Vice Chancellor, members of the University Council, the University Community, the Turatia Manawatū Campus Graduation Committee, distinguished guests, graduands and families. My name's Alistair Davis. I'm the Chancellor of Tikuninga ki Puhiheroa Massey University. In this role, I'm responsible for guiding the university's management and strategic vision to ensure that we deliver excellence in education. It's also my great privilege to lead this ceremony today. This week, Massey University is awarding qualifications to a total of 467 graduates across 4 ceremonies. Today, we're focused on the Massey Business School, where 134 graduates will cross the stage and a further 9 in absentia students will have their qualifications conferred. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember many of the details of my own graduation. Not the Chancellor's address, not the guest speaker, I'm sorry to say, and not even receiving my parchment. What I do remember, though, are the teachers who inspired me and genuinely pushed me to reach my full potential. And of course, I remember my parents and my friends who supported me through 5 years of hard work. So with that in mind, I'd like to address 3 important groups here today, starting with the people behind me. On this stage are many of the academic staff who have guided you through your qualifications. They've shared their knowledge and their wisdom to foster your development and growth. Many have gone above and beyond to ensure your success, making this day special as they witness you graduate. So I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to you all. And this thank you extends beyond just teaching. Universities are catalysts for progress. The research that underpins all that we do drives innovation, and it fosters discussions that contribute to a better and more progressive society. I also want to recognise the wider team of staff who keep the place functioning. From the staff who ensure our students have a smooth start to their study journey, to those organising today's graduation, and everyone else who plays an important part along the way. We have more than 3,000 staff members dedicated to making Massey a leading university. Thank you all for your contributions. The second group I'd like to acknowledge is the family and friends who have supported their loved one through their university education. Parents, partners, children, colleagues, friends, you have all played a crucial role. Whether it's been through financial support, practical help, or simply offering encouragement and care, your contributions have made a difference. They say it takes a village to raise a child. The same can be said for you earning a university education. No one achieves this alone. So whatever your role has been in helping your whānau member or friends reach this milestone today, a huge thanks and congratulations goes to you too. When it's their turn to cross the stage and receive their parchment, please don't hold back. Applaud, cheer, whistle, waiata, whatever feels right to you. And finally, I turn to the group of the moment, our graduates. Congratulations, you have made it. Securing a university qualification is no small feat. And so on behalf of the university, I commend you for that achievement. And while you've accomplished this on your own efforts, alongside the support of the university staff and your friends and family along the way, remember that a university qualification is both an achievement and a privilege. Our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Jan Thomas, will address you at the end of this ceremony regarding the responsibilities that come with being a graduate of Massey University. But in the meantime, take a moment to relish your success, reflect on the journey that you've undertaken, and give thanks for the opportunities that you have received. We welcome you into the ranks of our alumni, now 150,000 strong, and we wish you well in your future endeavours, confident that your Massey education will serve as a solid foundation for ongoing success. Kia kaha, be strong. Be sure to use the opportunities that you have to contribute to communities, to harness your skills and knowledge, and strive to make a positive impact on the world. As you embark on this new chapter in your lives, remember you carry the values of Massey with you: innovation, integrity, a commitment to lifelong learning. Your Massey whānau are proud of you and excited to see all that you will achieve. So, to the university staff, to the family and friends, and to our graduates, congratulations on a special day. Make the most of this celebration. By the authority of the Council of Massey University, I, Alistair Davis, Chancellor, will now award the certificates and diplomas and confer the degrees on those to be presented and on those in absentia. Professor Joe Bensman, the head of the School of Management, will call the names of the graduates and the recipients of certificates and diplomas in the Massey Business School. And Professor Joe Cullinane, the acting Pro-Vice Chancellor for the Massey Business School, will hand out the parchments.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Diploma in Communication the candidates I'm about to name. Yastika Chola. Sophie Nicole Grigg. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy the graduands I'm about to name. Bhavani Prasad Daipuru Venkata. Alicia Ann Fantham. Alan Alexander McVicker. Kushma Negi. George Leslie Rayner Nielsen. Franklin Chittenden Smith. Yushian Tan. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Aviation the graduands I'm about to name. Gayan Mahesh Alejandra. Hianu Choi. Callum Alexander James Dodds. Aman Deep Singh Gill. Michael John Horrocks. Howard Jiahao Lee. Kate Allison May. Marin Okada. Jayatsi Pathiranagay Jayawardana. Karlok Nathan Tam. Warren Nicholas Tout. Jontong Wei. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Aviation Management the graduands I'm about to name. Rongtian Kao. Zinfeng Gao. Patrick Benjamin Graff, Massey Scholar. Lavesh Naresh Kripalani. Olivia Dallas Landau. Muhammad Anugira Mapenyameng. Harry Brian Moyler. Timothy Jeremy Tarangan. Ji Tian Yu. Kresna Sumeru Zen. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Business the graduands I'm about to name. Paige Ellen Adair. Shannon Lorraine Ashlabi. Shannon Alice Batten. Daniel Aaron Billiard. Tony Ann Butler Beard. Victoria Josephine Karchopoli. Xanthi Grace Day. Kelsey Jane Deadman. Caleb John Dent. Chamrong M. Xiaowei Feng. Linda Jiajun Ji. Makanika Veronica Gonyora. Jack Flynn Graney. Holly Jane Greenwood. Danielle Faith Ailith, guys. Kayla Marie, guys. Thomas Jack Headley. Emma Christine Hillman. Lucas William Hooper. Danielle Jennifer Jacobs. Janine Jansa van Rensburg. Hayden James Ross La Luna. Lee Joseph Henry Landers. Tong Shin Mai. Danielle Jane McDermott. Enrico Samuel Payne. Garth Lionel Jeffrey Peck. Dominic Mitchell Peterson. Nicholas William Fletcher Robertson, Massey Scholar. Sari Maya Sinchur. Dante James Taylor. Maya Mary Trompeter. Chris Ariane Capuz Ubando. Yunjia Wang. Cloda Mayreed Ware. Ellie Joyce Welsh. Kate Peter Wigglesworth. Sian Ellery Williams. Liam John Wilshire. Thank you, Chancellor.
It is now my pleasure to invite Air Vice Marshal Darren Webb to address the audience. Darren was appointed the Chief of the Air Force in August of this year. He joined the RNZAF in 1990 as a pilot, and his flying career has included operational tours to Somalia, Antarctica, East Timor, Afghanistan and Iraq. He has commanded operations in the Middle East and was detachment commander for the RNZAF response to the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami. Throughout his career, Air Vice Marshal Webb has held a range of operational and strategic positions, including Deputy Chief of the Air Force, Air Component Commander, Assistant Chief of Defence Capability, and Assistant Chief of Defence for Strategic Commitments and Engagements. In 2020, Air Vice Marshal Webb completed a secondment with the government in response to COVID-19, culminating as Head of Managed Isolation and Quarantine, responsible for the operational management of 32 isolation and quarantine facilities across the Motu. He was awarded a member of the New Zealand Order of Merit in the 2022 New Year's Honours List in recognition of this role. Air Vice Marshal Webb has a Master of Strategic Studies from Australia's Deakin University. He and his wife Donna have 2 adult children. Why don't we give him a warm welcome?
Tui ki te rangi, tui ki te papa, tui ki te hiri tangata, kia tu piri tā tenei. E te iwi i ngā mana i ngā reo no mai, haere mai, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Our Chancellor, Alistair Davis, Vice-Chancellor, Professor Jan Thomas, Acting Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the Massey Business School, Professor Joe Cullinane, University Council members and senior leadership team, tēnā koutou and good morning to you all. That mihi I just recited essentially says, united in the skies above, united on the ground below, united as one people, let's come together. And I think it really nicely sums up the Royal New Zealand Air Force, and it nicely sums up this special occasion we have today. It's an absolute pleasure to be asked to address you here this morning. I spent a bit of time in the Manawatū over my career, and also in Palmerston North as a student of a local school many years ago. And interestingly, I find myself here now standing in front of you all as one of you all in the future, I'm sure, as well. As we heard from the Chancellor, sometimes these kind of speeches perhaps gloss over the top. So if I just had one message that you might want to think about over the years to come, it is this. It is just grab every opportunity that comes your way and make the most of them. And that's, I guess, when I look back on my career, that stands out to me. Firstly, can I just start by offering my absolute congratulations to the recipients this morning. You know, today is the culmination of an enormous amount of hard work. It's the culmination of you setting goals and working hard to achieve them. The sort of qualifications you've received, I know, takes tenacity, dedication, hard work, compromise at times, and it's not easy, and it's not meant to be. In my experience, anything that's truly worth having never is. At graduation moments like this, I'm also mindful of those who've crossed the stage before or gone before, whether it's in academia or indeed in the military. I often say we continue to stand on their shoulders. They set the culture earlier on, they set the foundations for us to thrive through their own innovation and their leadership, and now it's your turn. Looking back today also reminds me of the temporal nature of life. While I'm the Chief of the Air Force now, it's just a temporary appointment. I'm the custodian for a short period of time, and I was once just starting out, and often, in fact, it feels like it was just yesterday, and starting out as you are. There are exciting opportunities in front of you, just as they were for me many years ago. In fact, around about 32 years ago at this time of the year, and I know that feels like a long time ago for many of you, I was in a similar position, especially for the young aviation graduates. I was just starting out on my own aviation journey. I had the training, I had the tools, I had high enthusiasm and motivation. I certainly didn't have any experience, but I thought I was ready. And then on New Year's Day 1993, we took off in aeroplanes, 3 aeroplanes early in the morning out of Auckland, and we flew halfway around the world to a city called Mogadishu in Somalia. Those of you who have seen the movie Black Hawk Down and can imagine the scenario, it's exactly how it was. It was hot, dusty, noisy, not a particularly pleasant environment, and we were living in tents alongside thousands of other troops right on the airfield. Back in those days, mobile phones didn't exist. We wrote letters with a pen and a piece of paper, and we hoped we might get one back. It took weeks, if not months, to get one back. There was no TVs or devices. Our evening entertainment was watching the firefights across the other side of the airfield between the security forces and the rivaling clans, and so it was certainly an interesting experience. For someone who was pretty young, it was a very exciting opportunity. I mean, sometimes we would pre-flight our aeroplanes in the morning, we'd find bullet shells around them, and we had an escape plan just in case things certainly turned south and we had to evacuate quickly. It did teach me that I should be and try to be an expert in my own job, to know what my job was and to try and do it as best I could. It taught me that there weren't always easy answers to things, that adversity was real, environments you work in can be challenging, relationships are important, and it's also important to build those memories and build those experiences. And as I look into the crowd, I can see many graduates who have arrived here today with a bit more experience, and can I acknowledge your efforts in doing so. I think continual improvement is a really important part of life, and so I'll just ask you to keep learning. And I can remember many years ago at an air show, as I was talking to these young kids, someone said to me, "Excuse me, how long does it take to learn to be a pilot?" And my answer was, well, you never stop learning. And that's my challenge to you. But life also has a habit of presenting new challenges. You can't anticipate what's going to happen in the world or your part of it. But preparing for that volatility, the uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity is absolutely a key part of the education process. In simple terms, you just never know what might come next. And that was my experience in 2020. As you heard earlier on in the bio, I was working from home, as we were all asked to do when the pandemic hit the world. I was running a team and took a phone call from the Chief of the Air Force of the day, and he said to me, there's a task that I need you to help on, and that's to move thousands of people around the world. We had thousands of Kiwis stuck all around the world wanting to get home, and we had tens of thousands of foreigners here in New Zealand who also wanted to get home. And so that was my job, to help repatriate those people. And we moved over 62,000 people over just a small period of time before the borders closed. More than the Berlin airlift, actually, over that time. And then things changed, and we had a couple of travellers return to New Zealand and arrive in the country, and they said they needed to drive from Auckland to Wellington, and they said they didn't have COVID, and they were just going to go straight there, and they weren't going to go out into the community or ask for help. But as I vividly recall, that's not what happened, and turns out that they did have COVID, and they drove all over the place, and I can tell you that the Prime Minister was not impressed. And I know getting a phone call to visit the Pro-Vice Chancellor is bad enough, but I got a text to say you need to come and visit the Prime Minister's office. And I didn't know what it was about, which is not ideal. And so I turned up there dressed pretty much like this, and my life changed pretty dramatically for the next 12 months as I was asked to set up a system to strengthen the border settings in response to that significant event. We didn't have a manual to tell us what to do. We had to build something, and I'll say as we flew it. I use that term quite a bit because I guess it was something I was familiar with. It certainly didn't all go according to plan, and I found myself standing behind a microphone like this, explaining to the country what had gone wrong again, and that we had to fix it, and that we would do our best to, and that I would own it. And that's a good place to be. You need to own the things that go wrong, and it's hard for people to challenge that perspective. I found myself having to face my team a fair bit, and we built a pretty large team, bigger than the number of people in here, to respond to that. And it certainly taught me that leadership is mostly about when things are going wrong, not when they're going right. And that would be something I've got to ask you to think about. It was definitely the biggest challenge in my life to date, and it was an amalgamation of everything I'd learned up until that time. Many people say to me, how was the relevancy between being someone in the military and then someone doing this? Well, there's many similarities. It's about not having all the information, working with a team, people you don't even know, trying to build relationships and connections, understanding what the purpose is and really focusing in on that, and then rallying them when things are going south. And so all those things were things that I brought into that complex environment. So to sum up, again, grab every opportunity that comes your way. I'd say the harder opportunities, the better. You might not know the answers, but that doesn't matter. The tools that you need to win and succeed have been provided right here. A learning mindset, curiosity, ideally some leadership and relationships that you've built, and I've heard the cheers already. It won't go well all the time, and failure will happen, and that's normal, and actually that's important. My job is to create an environment where failure is okay, and your job is to realise that and adapt and learn from it. Self-doubt is absolutely real, and I can attest to that. There'll be voices on your shoulder which says, I don't know the answers, I've never done it before, I don't think I can do it. Push that voice aside and just give it a go. Keep learning. Right now, the destination in life is probably not a straight line, and you might not even know what it is, and that's okay. It's half the fun. Relationships are everything. It's less about the job and more about the people. And I think back to my time in Somalia, burning the diesel-filled toilets each day was certainly not a great fun job, but it was okay when you had good friends you're doing it with. And finally, congratulations. Enjoy this moment. It is hard-earned, and as you've heard again from the Chancellor, make the most of it into the future. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. Maybe I should have had him as my graduation guest speaker, because that was memorable. I mean, grabbing opportunities, lifelong learning from experiences, and clearly the Air Vice Marshal has been through some seriously challenging experiences. Why don't we give him another round of applause? We will now proceed with the conferment of degrees and the awarding of university diplomas and certificates.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Communication the graduands I'm about to name. Caitlin Rose Bingham. Megan Alexandra Rostron. Kei Chin Shu. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Retail and Business Management the graduand I'm about to name. Anthony Siawa Pahulu. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Sport Management the graduands I'm about to name. Emmanuel Mariano Hoka. Madison Georgia Smith. Frank Harrison Wilkington. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Business Studies the candidate I'm about to name. Pat Alexandra Oyos Gutierrez. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Certificate in Business the candidates I'm about to name. Candice Tamara Barr. Fleur Julia Jackson. Nora Johanna Susan Goot. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Business the candidates I'm about to name. After I've turned my page. Morgan Eleanor Ashworth, with distinction. Chi Chen. Diana Faye Deloso Lauron. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Executive Master of Business Administration the graduand I'm about to name. Viliami Takapotolo. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Analytics the graduands I'm about to name. Huma Saiduddin Hafiz. Hamish Paul Taylor. Yumin Zhang. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Aviation the graduands I'm about to name. Natasha Cherry Gadala. Rohit Kar, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Business Administration the graduands I'm about to name. Joseph Francis Gamarano IV. Rasella Joy Orita Gibson, with distinction. Nicholas Murphy. Samuel James Tucker Reid. Shio Sumit. Sandra Osik Sagurtha daughter. Jayi Tan. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Business Studies the graduands I'm about to name. Fu Zugu. Nan Hu with distinction. Hu Chi. Li Jun Jiang with distinction. Jibi Jose. Mariam Tayyab. Yanting Wang. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Finance the graduand I'm about to name. Zhang Yue, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Health Service Management the graduand I'm about to name. John Joseph R. Chan, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Management the graduands I'm about to name. Wan Han Kai. Junbo Kui. Hao Yu Dong. Saveen Sajnil Kumar, with distinction. Aiting Li. Wenkai Li. Indila Malakasela Holani. Farah Binti Muhammad Iqbal, with distinction. Massey Jaisa Natueri. Ashneel Shankar, with distinction. Yangfan Shi. Chandina Sophie, with distinction. Min Sun. Zhong Likun. Wingshen Zhong. Jay Zhu. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Professional Accountancy the graduands I'm about to name. Yi Feng. Jiao Liu. Lulu Wang. Chancellor, the degrees are also conferred and the diplomas are also awarded to those who are in absentia. Thank you, Chancellor.
It is now my pleasure to invite Louise Deakin to make the valedictory address on behalf of the students. Louise Deakin grew up in Waihuru, Papakura and Whangarei. After completing her master's degree, she began working in the public service. This included working for Immigration New Zealand, a secondment to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in Papua New Guinea, and in health sector management. For the past 10 years, including during her PhD studies, Louise has divided her working life between the fields of occupational and public health and being a commercial beekeeper. She lives in Te Ako Taitoka, the Catlins area of Otago, with her husband and 2 children, and she studied her PhD as a distance student, beginning when her youngest child started school. Louise received a Massey University Doctoral Scholarship and a scholarship from the Health and Safety Association of New Zealand for her PhD research, which examined the application of Aotearoa New Zealand's work health and safety law to mental health. Please join with me in welcoming Louise to the stage.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Massey University faculty, distinguished guests and members of the University Council, tēnā koutou. On behalf of all of us graduating, I extend heartfelt thanks to our friends, whānau and supporters for joining us in today's celebrations, but especially I thank you all for your support during our studies. I'm humbled and honoured to give this speech on behalf of today's business school graduates. However, it's been 2 decades since I last attended a graduation, and when I accepted this responsibility, I had to look up what a valedictorian speech should cover. Of course, Google overburdened me with suggestions, but one idea stood out. A valedictorian speech should highlight and celebrate shared or uniting experiences and qualities of the group of graduates in question. But this was where I got stuck. What unites or characterises all of us? What common threads tie together such a diverse group of individuals, each with different experiences and backgrounds? Our time as students at Massey University is as varied as the subjects we've studied and the paths we've taken to get here. For example, like many graduating today, I studied as a distance student, and my university experience mainly unfolded in the silent solitude of my home office, digitally connected to the university. Yet other graduates here have shared in the vibrant experiences of campus life. I studied in the School of Management, but others here represent a broad range of fields and disciplines, from aviation to employment relations, economics to communication. I started my PhD mid-career, while for many this graduation is a rite of passage, transitioning into the start of working life. And of course, the challenges that each of us have faced and the ways in which we've overcome them are different too. So I went back to the drawing board and I realised that rather than focusing on our individual experiences, I should look to the broader motivations and qualities that define us as a collective. I reflected on all the fellow students that I've connected with, made friends with and corresponded, and whose presentations I'd listened to, whose essays and articles I'd read. And I identified 3 core motivations and characteristics that I believe are shared by all of us here today. These are the desire to do better in business, to do better business, and to do business better. In the first instance, many of us were motivated to undertake our studies by a desire to do better in business. We studied hard for our degrees, knowing that a university qualification translates into a rich and fulfilling professional life, opportunities in areas that we're passionate about, and other types of professional reward and recognition. Second, we were driven by a desire to do better business. We undertook our studies to develop the skills, knowledge, and expertise that will enable us in diverse roles and diverse industries to contribute to positive performance and operational outcomes. What's more, the same capabilities that will enable us to do better business, such as being able to think critically, understand problems from different perspectives, and communicate effectively, are transferable, so they'll serve us in our communities, families, and in other areas of life as well. Now, these 2 points I've just described are both really important, but I think they only tell part of the story. There's a third motivation that I believe inspires almost all of us, that caused each of us again and again to lift the lid on our laptops, to take our seat at the next lecture, to turn the page in the textbook, and to write the next paragraph. And that is our desire to do business better. By doing business better, I mean that as well as or beyond the financial bottom line, every Massey University business student I've encountered has expressed a deeper commitment to do business in ways which are ethical, fair, and sustainable. It's a motivation to do business in ways which not only reduce harms and address negative externalities, but improve lives, lift social and economic well-being for everyone, and protect, nurture, and restore our environment. For me, this is the most important factor we share, and it's what makes graduation so full of excitement and abundant with hope. There's a whakatauki that expresses this with far more eloquence than I have. Manaki whenua, manaki tangata, haere whakamua. It means when we take care of the land and when we take care of the people, we take care of the future. There are 134 Massey Business School graduates here today, and whether from here each of us goes on to organise a global supply chain or work in a small family business, cumulatively and collectively, we hold massive potential to do business better. Tēnā tātou katoa.
Well, thank you, Louise, for your valedictory address. So do better in business. That's one motivation, do better business, do business better. And when you think about that, the ethics and making a positive impact on the world, that is very much the values of this university and hopefully the values of this country. It gives me great hope for the future when our valedictory address really speaks to that. Let's give Louise another round of applause. We will now proceed with the doctoral conferments.
Chancellor, a doctorate, either a PhD or a professional named doctorate, is the highest research degree awarded by the university. The successful completion of a doctorate represents a significant achievement. Through the submission of a sustained piece of research expressed in the production of a written thesis of no more than 100,000 words, or a creative work of equivalent size and scope, or via a series of publications, candidates are expected to make an original contribution to knowledge in a specific field of study. Candidates will typically spend 3 to 4 years of full-time research solving a problem or addressing a particular set of questions. An international panel of experts then examines the resulting body of work through both written and oral examination. Doctoral research is challenging and represents a huge commitment to advancing research and scholarship. We honour the achievements of our doctoral graduands by inviting them to come onto the stage, thereby formally welcoming them into the academic and scholarly community and acknowledging their entitlement to be called doctor. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Philosophy the graduands I am about to name. Louise Joy Deacon, Doctoral Scholar. Chancellor, Ms Deacon's research examined how the meaning of compliance is constructed in relation to the Health and Safety at Work Act's application to mental health. Findings described a dominant discourse of compliance that limited the meaningful management of risks, thus demonstrating well-being washing, a heuristic that obscures the substantive actions required to fulfil the object and purpose of the Act. Chancellor, Dr. Deacon. Christina Maria Roos. Chancellor, Ms Roos investigated the relationship between lean and performance measurement systems in an Aotearoa New Zealand context. Her findings demonstrated that organisations did not adapt performance measurement systems appropriately to accommodate lean implementation. This led to inadequate measurement of lean outcomes and the unsuccessful implementation of lean. Chancellor, Dr. Roos. Meg Lauren Eubank Wedlock. Developing financial capability levels through targeted education programs remains a priority for governments seeking to improve citizens' financial well-being. Ms Wedlock examined the influence of psychological factors on financial decision-making and financial capability. She developed a financial capability index which confirmed the relationship. Her research informs policymakers and education providers on elements of the financial decision-making process to generate progression in the financial capability levels. Chancellor, Dr. Wedlock. David John White. Mr White investigated the impact of property investors on house price escalation in Auckland from 2003 to 2018. He used a mix of qualitative and quantitative methods to determine the existence of bounded rationality factors and to quantify the impact of these on aggregate pricing decisions using the user cost equilibrium model. Chancellor, Dr. White. Thank you, Chancellor. Would all our graduates please stand? He honore nui te whakatau atu I a koutou, hei raukura o te kuninga ki Pure Huroa. It is my great honour to welcome you as alumni of Massey University. The award of a university degree carries many privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I charge you as graduates of Massey University to use what you have learnt for your own betterment and for the benefit of your communities. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and discovery. I charge you to remember the lessons Massey University has taught you about the worth of others, particularly those who've not had the opportunities that you have had. I charge you to set goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. And in all that you do, I charge you to be deserving of the good name of Massey University. Everyone join me in a worthy round of applause. Congratulations. now be seated. Thank you, Chancellor.
Okay, everyone settled down? No heart attacks? Gulp. Okay, at the conclusion of the ceremony, guests are requested to remain in their seats until the processions have assembled in Broadway Avenue. Please then join our celebratory procession down to the square, where we hope you will mix and mingle with your graduates, staff, family and friends who have all been part of your graduates' successful journey. I declare this congregation to be adjourned. Would you please join with us in singing the national anthem, God Defend New Zealand, the words of which are printed on the screen. Would you please stand?